Hello, Beta. This is a review of your lesson from February 24th, 2023, and we'll get right to it. We reviewed a lot of topics. The big ones were the grace note exercise, which I was calling the blip exercise. We can also call it the 3 grace note exercise. It's at the top of your page on your info sheet for this week. And this is the one where I was asking you to use this as a warm-up, maybe play it 2 to 3 times, and then go and do the rest of your practice. And what I want you to remember when we're doing this is we're trying to engage that top joint in our fingers, right? And when I say engage, I don't necessarily mean that it has to even move very visibly, but you want to be using that. It's going to give us leverage in our playing so that it's capitalizing on the strengths of our hands. Human hands do really well grabbing like this, not so much like this. So this is what we're trying to do. It's going to make our grace notes stronger and more consistent. So we'll get right to it. We're going to do 3 grace notes in a row on high G, 3 in a row on F, 3 in a row on E, 3 in a row on D. And we're going to do it to this metronome. So let's go right ahead and jump in. We'll count on 3. So I'll say 1, 2, and then we'll start, right? All right. You can hear that rhythm in the background. Dum, 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 like that. 1, 2. So what I'd like you to do is just take a moment and get your fingers back in the low A position. And we're going to try this again. But before you start, I just kind of want you to do this with your fingertips, like I was mentioning before, engaging that top joint. One of the most difficult fingers to do this on is the E. We're, for some reason, used to not using that. So I want you to just see if you can feel it. We're not squeezing hard, right? We're just keeping it loosely held here, right? Not a tight grip. Let's try it again at 90 beats per minute. 1, 2. Okay, that's 90 beats per minute. We're going to try it at 100 just to see how it goes. If this is too fast, that is okay. And this is where we're going to leave it today. We're going to do it at 100. Here, I'm going to play that rhythm in the background. Blip, 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 like that. 1, 2. That is it. That's your warm-up. Let's move on to your actual practicing of scales. You have the high G grace note scale, you have the D throw scale, and you have the double high A scale. So let's start with the high G grace note scale, okay? And I think what we can do is we can set the metronome for this just to kind of remind you of what we're targeting here. You may or may not be able to play the scale at a consistent tempo just yet, but we're going to try, okay? So this is 50 beats per minute in the background. So we're going to get ready. Fingers are in the low G position. Get a test blow on the low G. Okay? All right, we're going to start the G finger in the air. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, if that was too fast for your comfort, that's okay. I still want you to hear what it sounds like. Pause the video, do your G grace note scale on your own. Okay, next let's go over the D throw. The D throw was sounding really good. You were doing a good job of not taking breaths between each note, but there were some transitions where maybe they weren't quite comfortable. So on this one, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to set the metronome at 48 beats per minute. And the way this will work is one beat will be the melody note of the scale and the next will be the D throw. So let me give you an example. It'll sound like this. It'll go 1, 2. Okay, so we're ending the D throw on the second beat. Let's try it. Try it together. Starting on low A. There's your low A. 1, 2. All right, go ahead and pause the video if you want to try that on your own. Okay, the next doubling that we reviewed was the double high A. And this is the one where the music has you starting on low A. You could do it from low G if you wanted, but the doubling itself is that one. Okay, let's try it together here with the metronome. And starting on low A. And 1, 2. All right, there is the high A doubling. The last thing we worked on was the first part of Scots Wha Hae from the Green Book. I believe it's on page 28. And I'm going to play it with you, or play it for you here now as a good reference recording. And we don't need to play it very fast. I think we'll go ahead and set this at about 40, maybe 43 beats per minute, 44. So it's dum dee dum boop do ro, like that. Let's go down to 40. Okay, so we'll start on 3. Get your fingers in the low A position, getting ready to play the G grace note. Remember, your fingers are relaxed, resting the sole of the chanter somewhere, right? That's comfortable. And 1, 2. Okay, if that was too fast for your comfort, that's okay. Listen, you heard the music, and now go ahead and pause the video or stop the video and go ahead and try it on your own. And eventually, you will be able to play it at that tempo. Have fun.